Hello, my beauties. Welcome, welcome, beautiful ones. And it is Yogini Viv here. And really happy to be here. Got it together. I should never promise what time I'm going to be live because I said 2 or 2:30. It is now 3:45. But in my defense, I was up really late last night. Most of you know I tend to be, hey, beautiful ones. I tend to be a late night person naturally. I'm looking for my basket. So I stayed up really late and then I just stayed in bed really late. I don't want to tell you how late it was when I just got out of bed. And Percival the cat, for those of you who don't know, he's generally such a good cat that unless it gets really late past his feeding time, he won't wake me up until it's pretty late, which is really sweet. It's, because not all cats are like that. But then at a certain point, he likes to go like on my dresser. And I love futons. I actually sleep on a futon and like layered. So it's more comfortable than the traditional futon, I would say. And he will sometimes just jump on me, which is not pleasant. How are you all doing? Say hi, greetings in the chat. Let me get my cards. I will be doing, I'm doing what's easy and relaxed. So let me get my cards and then I'm going to have to shuffle and stuff and we'll chat. Let's see. All right. So, yes, welcome. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Oh my gosh. All right, what I'm going to do is put my cards back, all right? Because every week, typically, I draw cards for myself. And I had started a series. Again, you guys got to let me know. Hey, Intuitive Tammy, you got to let me know what you like. I prefer that. Don't tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you do like. And so I was doing a little series of like the difficult tarot cards, like the cards that kind of scare people, right? But I haven't. Let me know if you like that. And you guys know I do readings, but I stopped doing the general readings because I just never vibed with like the group, the gestalt of the group through tarot. So I love doing individual one-on-one readings, which I'm absolutely available for. And I want to put in, because I have to remind you, because this is a new thing, the energy alchemy. I have testimonials from folks who came and have done it. It's a distance energy activation. And so that is also available to you. So let me get my cards ready. All right. Share in the chat how you're doing. Share. And I also like to give them a theme because to me, it makes it much more real and helpful. And I listen, I don't know, if you're 12 or 13 and you're like, oh, pull a tarot card for me. I really want it to be helpful, that it's really what spirit wants you to know. So the theme I'm going to put today is, and I've used this theme before, is something around what's holding you back from your dream, or what do you need to know to manifest your dreams? What do you need to know? What do you need to work on to manifest your dreams? How does that sound? How does that sound? I like that because, again, it is positive, it is helpful, it's psychological, and that is how my readings are. And that's why I also started to do the energy healing, because sometimes we can be energetically blocked. So the good news is, did you guys see I have both passports? They're safely put away. My Lord, lot of mercy, as my mother would say. Oh my Lord. One of them, one passport. So get some tea. We're just going to chat and I'll go back and we'll do some readings. Let me know in the live chat how you are. If you're watching from the future, as Stephanie Perry says, which I really like, if you're watching from the future, put it in the comments, okay? The chat is like the live. They can, put comments and then the regular comments. So how are you? How are you feeling? It is a very rainy day where I am, and that was also why I stayed in bed. I'm a sun person. Like, if the sun is out, I can't stay in bed. I'll just be like peeking even a little bit. I'm like, oh, it's a beautiful day. And I like pop up, but it's gray and it's rainy. And, you know, like, yeah, you feel like you just want to stay in bed. But I'm going to be honest with you. As I grow more into my wise woman stage, laying around is not healthy for my body. Again, comment, let me know. You'd be like, oh, yeah, I'll sleep in, I'll relax. Doesn't work for me. If I lay in bed too long, I literally start to get achy. I just didn't feel good. I get up, I walk around, I run up and down my stairs a couple times. Okay, instant, exercise, and start to feel better. I'm like, oh, what was that? It was just like stiffness and lack of circulation. And I know this as a massage therapist, but again, we talk about rest. We need rest. But I've been thinking also about how do we balance rest? Okay, as women, how do we balance rest, especially, and especially as Black women, how do we get rest without it becoming a negative of lack of exercise, lack of movement? Okay, because I truly believe I actually went to another wonderful goddess who is specifically an African healer, had said nothing to her about this. She's doing her thing and she says, yeah, and you also need, she was very insightful because sometimes you have to go to somebody else, honestly. And so she gave me some great, insights, but then she says, I'm like, yeah, what? Because we were wrapping up. She goes, you need to move more. You're not, and I think she says, well, our ancestors were active people. I was like, yeah, nobody got to lay around too much. And I don't mean like just here in the US, like 200 years. I mean, like historically, right? All of our ancestors would have been building their home, thatching their home, uh, chopping wood for their home. They would have been moving. And she says to me, you're not moving enough. You need to move more. And she didn't say exercise, but move. And it was true. I wasn't, right? So all that to say, yes, we need to rest. But for myself today, as I'm laying in bed, because it's gray, I'm like, I'm not feeling good. Let me get up. The minute I get up, have a nice cup of tea. And I'm going to tell you because I can touch on a lot of different topics. A wonderful tea as we go into cooler weather. Those of you I made my own chai. So and you can just buy it pre-mixed, but I got my cardamom, my cinnamon, some fennel, some ginger. All of those are digestive spices and they help break up mucus, right? And I make my own nut milk in my my Vitamix. It's so good. It's basically, I make like a chai latte and I did not put any caffeine in it. All right. Because I'm cutting down on caffeine. So, hey, Shawnetta. Hey, Kara Ryan. And Intuitive Tammy was here in the house. I'll put he up there. So let me know if you would like a mini reading starting now. Okay. Put it in the comments in the chat. And I'm going to start to shuffle because I need to break up the energy of the cards from their previous use. Okay. So let me do that. Let me start to shuffle. Again, the major question, the question is, and then, yeah, Shawnette, I'm going to put your comment because they don't tell you things. And I think also this is partly why we need women on YouTube, women and men just talking. There's things that even your doctor doesn't tell you. They're just, I don't know if they don't know or they just think it's unimportant. But like that stiffness is real. And like I said, I know this is a yoga teacher, but when you're a young yoga teacher, you're not experiencing it. So let me put up Shaunetta's comment and then we'll read it together. At 43, I cannot sit around or lay around. It causes my back to hurt. Yeah, it's not, so again, like you guys, I've been talking a lot more about the women talking about rest, right? Absolutely rest. But it's a fine line between I'm just going to lay in bed all day. If your body starts to hurt or ache, you've hit your point. You don't need get up. Get up out of that bed. Come on now. It can do something relaxing. Go garden, right? Go take care of your plants. Go draw. And you guys know I'm channeling because somebody will tell me, oh, Viv, I was thinking about this. I had a question. And then you're live, you mentioned it. So seriously, this is just channeled information. We overwork, there's no doubt about it. We don't rest properly, but be aware. I have a dear friend, love her to death, probably my closest friend right now. And for a variety of reasons, she's under a lot of stress. She's sleeping a lot, you guys, a lot. It's only making her, it's not helping. No matter my advice, because I'm a friend, she doesn't take me seriously, right? She's not coming to me as a client or anything. But her sleeping, we're talking 4-hour naps. They're not helping her. They're making many of the problems worse slowly. It's not always obvious, right? And she's like, well, I'm so tired. So if any of you are watching this seriously and you're like, I'm so tired, get your medical checkup. Get your medical checkup, no matter how you're going to treat, if it's something, right? However, holistically, Western medicine, get your checkup. But so this friend, because she has a couple of things going on, is like, well, I just need more rest. I need more rest. If you are a certain body type, Goddess says, trust me on this. This is part of my training, what I can help you with. Certain body types, specifically, resting too much will make you even worse, more than others. Like some people can lay around longer. Their bodies are more like a hummingbird. You know how hummingbirds like literally need to be feeding all the time, right? Because they're burning so fast. And we know other people, everything is slower. So my friend, her metabolism is very slow. She's very tired, very sluggish. It seems like, okay, well, let me rest more, but it's the opposite. She should start with some gentle exercise. All right. So if you would like a reading about what you need to know, put it right now in the live comments, the live chat. So I can see it over in StreamYard. Okay. I've got the Osho deck. I like this deck because it gives very sort of blunt, very clear information. I have the fairies deck, which all cultures talk about beings that are living with us on the planet. They're smaller. They talk about them as having their own space that they're in. Okay. So they call them different names. So I like this deck. It works well for me. What else? So yeah, what is Shawnetta? Would you like? And let me put who else had said hi. Yes, Kara Ryan. I'm going to say Kara. It might be Kareya. I'm not sure. Okay, so I've shuffled the tarot. I've shuffled the Osho, the fairies, and I also have a traveler's deck that I quite like. This week, I'll just show you what I got this week. Oh, cut off. Okay. This week I got grounding, and I got another card in the same row that is like unique. I got White Buffalo from a Native American deck, and it's very much about grounding. So that was this week. I do a series like in a flow, and then I got Watching Clouds, do some purification, which I did not do. And then I got Watching Clouds, which is lie back, rest, and relax. All right, which we just talked about. So, and who else said hi? And Intuitive Tammy. Hey, Intuitive Tammy. I'll put your comment and your channel up. Blessings. Oh, I like your picture. I don't want to put my face super close to the screen, but the picture that shows is so tiny for me, from my view. So, let's do a little bit of centering together. And I suspect that you guys might be multitasking. Some of you may be driving even and just like listening to me. I'm going to put the Native Spirit deck back. Let's do a really brief centering, okay? And then I'll wait because I'm using StreamYard. StreamYard is a separate app. And so there's a delay when you type into YouTube. It doesn't come to me like instantly, right? So maybe let me see one thing. I always do this. Let me go to YouTube, and I'm going to mute myself for 1 second. Hopefully I'll remember to unmute myself. Well, unmute. I can't. Let me see if I can. No, because then I'm going to get weird echo. If I could see your comments faster. Yeah, guys, I'm here. I'm here for you. What I'm doing, if you're just joining, is I am doing mini energy readings around mini card readings and even energy clearing. Okay. Hey, thanks for the, oh, I love that. So type in the chat if you're here live that you'd like a mini reading. Okay. And we'll start. So let me close this. Let me close out the YouTube because I don't like seeing myself on YouTube separate from here. I'm back in StreamYard. Hey. So who else is here? Shawnetta, thanks for that comment. I'm going to do a little brief centering, give you time to type in. Again, I could also just pull the angel card, which is usually, let me make sure I have my, oh my goodness, if I have the angel cards, they're not in the basket. So it's not going to be angel cards today. It's going to be the fairy deck, Osho Zen deck, or tarot, or the traveler's deck, or I might mix it up. Okay, but let's do a really brief centering. Hopefully you can hear this. Just feel like you are pulling your attention back inside you. So what I mean by that is picture yourself almost like a little spider, and the way the spider, the web, right, goes out in different directions. And anything, if you've ever really looked at a spider's web, right, things get caught and they kind of give a slight tug, and mama spider knows, oh, there's something there. We're like that. So energetically, just feel like you are either detaching from the exterior, from all those threads of energy right now with me, or that's one way you could do it, that you've just detached from them. Or I actually like, you don't have to use the spider metaphor, but I like the idea of the rays of our attention, whether it's to a friend, to your partner, to your child. Feel that you're pulling all of that back in. So just imagine and believe right now, inhale, and feel like all the sensing, intuitive quality that you have, that you send out to everyone connected to you, feel that you pull that in. Okay, this is a practice you can do anytime. And as I do it, you guys, every time I do this practice, I actually feel tingling in my body. So the tingling, if you're able to feel it, is that return of your energy. Say you have a grandma that's sick, right? Or an auntie, or a child. Your energy is with them. It's like you take part of yourself and you send it out to them. So what I'm saying is that can happen without you knowing it. And so feel now, just for a few minutes here, pull the rays of your attention back in. So go ahead and try that. Try that. So Shawnetta, if you're still with me, Kara Ryan, Intuitive T, and all the folks watching this in the future, just sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and intend and feel. I pull back all the energy that I've put out to other beings, other places, even other times. All right, even other times, early childhood, right? Really feel like you're pulling it in. You can imagine it. I can imagine it like the rays coming back in, and that's giving me back the energy. High glass, half full. Please join us for this. So we're pulling in the rays of our energy. This is especially good if you have issues with like low income or feeling too emotional because of other people, right? It's your energy is going out. So glass half full, join us in this. Close your eyes. Let the bell kind of pull you to attention. And all it is your desire to do this. Nothing magical. Just feel like you're pulling your attention, little rays. You can see them as little soft energy rays or rays of light. You're pulling them back into you. And notice how you feel. If you feel tingling, if you feel like that means you did actually, through your intention as a spiritual being, pull the rays back. I pull my attention back from all places, time, space, beings where I have given my energy. In this moment, I pull that energy back into myself, into my energy field, strengthening myself, strengthening my aura, whether from past times, past lives, past relationships, difficulties, joys, where I've let my energy go. I pull it back, I call it back. I hope you tried this and did this with me. And if you're just joining, I am doing mini readings with the theme of what do you need to know to manifest your dreams, your true desires right now. What does Spirit want you to know? So let me know if you'd like me to do that, okay? Just give me, you can just say yes or reading and we'll do it. And I'll also do an energy practice for you, all right? So I hope that little meditation served you. I know many more people are going to watch it in the replay than are able to be here live. And in fact, another favorite channel of mine is Live Now, so that can also pull some folks in the community. So glass half full, Shawnetta, would you like a reading? It can be 1 or 2 cards. If it's unclear, I'll pull more. Intuitive Tammy, would you like a reading? I'm going to wait a little bit more, and then if not, then that was it. I came on, led you in that energy practice of pulling your attention back, okay? Which we really, really need. We need to know how to do that. And again, if you feel tired, run down, confused as you're making decisions, that can mean your energy is scattered out, that it's going out to other people, other places and times. Okay, great. Yeah, glass half full. I will do that. Again, this is going to be empowering for you. What do you need to do, activate, or bring forth to manifest your dreams, whatever your dream is? And again, you don't have to tell me before I draw. So I don't have the energy cards and the angel cards. See, I'm sort of already changing the energy into more the spiritual space. So I'm going to pull for you for glass half full. And with it, I will do a mini energy clearing. And then I like to just talk with you about it if it resonates with you. So, yeah. So this is for glass half full. What you need to know to begin manifesting your dreams, your deepest desires, what might be holding you back. Oh, wow, guys, you saw, I'm holding the cards here and I pull them and it came up upside down. Look at how beautiful this is. So let me explain. This card is inner voice. It is actually the high priestess. Look at that. That's what you got. Glass half full. Upside down, as you know, I always say, even with, this is an oracle card, even if upside down, it means you're having difficulty. So look at this. She's having difficulty listening to her inner voice. And the face, the idea, look at the dolphins. And that it's the sense of the moon and the serenity. And so you're having trouble, glass half full, listening to your inner voice. Do you see, I mean, to me, this is amazing. Of all the cards, it's almost the most connected to what I said I'm drawing for, right? Because there are many different things in here about, everything. Grief, you have grief, or there's just, I mean, it basically kind of mirrors the tarot, but with its own. Yeah. So this is the high priestess. You're not listening to your inner voice because it was pulled upside down. So I would encourage you, glass half full, to listen to the subtle voices, or it's often it's not a voice, it's just a knowing. All right. I'm gonna just do really briefly again. She says true. Let me put this up. True. So it's not that, you know, God hasn't abandoned you, left you behind. You're not listening to what you're being told. This is really profound. So I'm just going to do a little bit, and I've never done it this way without like having you face to face on Zoom with me, which is what my energy alchemy sessions are, where I work with the chakras. I did put the link in the chat, right, for that. This is a service that I offer, but I'm going to do it just energetically, just sending you some energy. I feel like it was received. I felt my crown chakra start to tingle. Hi, Ready, Set, Love. So I'm addressing Glass Half Full, who's here in the live. As I just did that, again, I can't sit quietly for long because it's a live, and then folks will leave because they're like, what's going on? But so just a brief energy sending to you, Glass Half Full. I pulled a card for her, and she got inner voice but reversed, which is she's not listening to her own wisdom. So that's what's holding you back. It's not that you are isolated, that the spirits, your ancestors, that they're not with you. They are. You have to open your ears, open your heart, open your mind to what is being shared with you. And she said that that is true. That's why I have that on the screen. She said that that is true. So glass half full, let me know how this resonates with you. I don't know if you would feel anything with that short energy sending, but as I said, I felt my crown chakra open and tingling. All right. Which is how, when I'm doing these energy alchemy sessions, that's how I connect with, I connect my higher self to the higher self of the person who is there for the reading. Thank you for the heart. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to move on. So you need to look at, but I want to do one more thing. Why are you having trouble listening to your inner voice? So I'm going to pull one more card for glass half full, okay? So guys, stay with me. Stay with me. I will get to do a reading so far. Ready, Set, Love. If you would like one as well, you can be after Shawnetta, okay? You just have to say yes, and I will do a mini reading for you. So I want to find out why glass half full. I'm just looking at her card. Why? I'm going to just pull one tarot for you, and I'm just going to ask, what is the problem for you with listening and trusting yourself? This is what I got. Okay. Huh. Okay, the Hanged Man reverse. That's interesting. I'm going to say then that you're coming out of a time of some introspection, glass half full. You're coming out of a time, well, there are two ways this could be read. That you're finished with a time of introspection, looking within for illumination, for guidance, or because it was upside down, or you're resisting. This may be more likely. Okay, so hear me, glass half full. This is something you have to tease out in this mini reading. Or are you resisting taking the time? Because upright, it is being suspended, taking some time to pull back from others. It would be a time of learning, of inner learning, inner illumination, right? You see the glow around the head. So either glass half full, the issue you're having with listening to your inner voice is you're either, and it seems more likely to me, that you're just not giving yourself maybe the time. The other card that would have come up is like the Hermit. You're not giving yourself the time to pull back and have that space. Okay. So, all right, let's go on. Let's go on to Shawnetta. Okay, so I also just do a little clearing. I need to do that, and I'm putting back the card into the deck, and I need to shuffle both decks. So let's see for Shawnetta. And I'm going to keep saying your name, tuning into you. Our name is like our little signature. Our name is like a little energy signature to connect with the person. So Shawnetta. It's even better, like glass half full. It'd been great if I have your actual name. But Shawnetta. The screen name still works because you still have some connection to that glass half full. So let's do Shawnetta. Shawnetta said yes. All right. And again, the mini reading is just like, what does spirit need you to know to work on to be able to manifest your dreams? And glass half full, like I remember you're such a longtime community member and you've told me about having different issues, different things. I think you wanted to write a book, if I remember right. It's all there for you. It's all there for you. Glass half full. Just begin to tune into your goddess energy, your, that inner wisdom that is the high priestess. Glass half full. Tap into that, into the mystery. So for Shawnetta, I'm going to go with the Osho deck. I have it here, and it is, I'm not looking at the cards. Let me close my eyes. What is Shawnetta need to know? And let's see what this is. Okay. Wow. And I, like you saw, I pulled straight up. So I went from here and just go straight up. So Shawnetta, you got the card of rebirth. That's a beautiful card, goddess. This card, let's look at it together. You've got a camel. Then you've got a lion roaring. The camel, look, is in the clouds, kind of dull, kind of sleepy. Then you've got the lion roaring, right, and rearing up. And then you've got this innocent child. Again, this is the Zen deck, so a lot of the figures are Asian. And the message is for all. You've got this sort of innocent child playing the flute. So it's a great card because what it's saying is you are at a point of rebirth. Before, there was an energy of almost what we call in spiritual talk delusion, being clouded, like the camel, kind of just, if you've ever really seen a camel, I don't know, I saw one in a zoo and it drooled on me. I will never forget that. It drooled like a huge wad of like mucus and spit, like, blech. Okay, maybe camels out in the desert don't do that, but this camel did. So it represents like delusion, lost in a fog. Then you're the lion where you're like roaring, anything you react, you're kind of like tapping into your inner strength, right? Now, but the rebirth is where you're the innocent child with the flute. You're playing your own music. You're doing your own beautiful thing. You're hearing from spirit and ancestors and allies. And so this is a great card. Okay, Shawnetta, you're in a time of rebirth. Acknowledge it, be aware of it. Let me pull one more for you. I love that card. Let's see what else. I'm going to pull the Traveler's deck for you, Shawnetta. Okay? So you are in a time of rebirth and you've been through something. You've really been through it, I would say, because there are other cards that indicate similar. This one shows me you've gone through an evolution. You've gone through an evolution. And then glass half full. Yeah, I'll put up what you said. Yeah. Well, I know this will be helpful for you. So let's pull for Shawnetta. Then we're going to double back to glass half full. Then we'll go to Ready, Set, Love. Okay. Send them energy. Don't just be here, for yourself. Send the community energy. So I'd love for us all to send glass half full. Look at her comment. Send her some energy, some love. Okay. So Shawnetta, what do you need to know more about your rebirth? Okay. So I'm pulling like this. It's just one card. Cleansing waters, right? That's the card I got last week and I did not. Cleansing waters card. Purification activates vibrant life force. That can mean, Shawnetta, again, check with your doctor. I am not a doctor. It can mean do a little purification. Maybe just for a day, have some green juices, okay? That's not going to kill you. Fast for a day, have water and liquids, have just soup for a day. It also, the cleansing waters card means let go. Purification. So how can you purify, Shawnetta? Let go of things. And this was, you guys know I want to be traveling and I want to actually Airbnb my space. Hello, if you're going to Airbnb your space, like talking about myself now, you need to clear stuff out. People almost want this like pristine kind of space, right? So same thing. You got the same card I did last week, Shawnetta. What can you do? Type back in the chat. What do you know this specifically refers to? Is your space cluttered? Is your body cluttered? Are your closets cluttered? Is your mind cluttered? That's all I'm going to say. Drink more water. I had kidney stones. It sounds horrible. It is. It is said to be as bad as giving birth. Okay. I was on my knees. I was fine one minute, and then I was on my knees and wanting to throw up the next from the pain of the kidney stones. It then triggers, apparently it does trigger, the nausea is something it triggers because of the way it is. So this little, tiny little stone trying to pass through your little tubes, though. It's not really made for that. So yes, the doctor's like, you need to drink the water. Trust me. They are right. So Shawnetta, yeah, drink more water. That is definitely part of the cleansing. If I went and got the book and read you this, that's one of the things it says. So yes, God is, but you're in a rebirth. So really good news for you. Let me put this back, and I'm going to put up the comment from Glass Half Full. This is why, let's send her some love. Yes, I work many, many hours a week and I'm exhausted. I'm not doing what I should. But Glass, that's what I'm saying. Listen to the intuition. Okay, so you're saying you're hearing it. Your inner voice will tell you how to get out of it. You might be stuck in a martyr thing. You might be stuck in a martyr complex. Say what? I'm not going to blame my job. I am exhausted, but your inner voice is trying to help you get out of that, is what I'm saying. So don't think of it as what's stopping you is the job. Think of, switch your focus from the problem. And I've always been like this. And please, I hope this helps anybody watching this. Don't focus as much on the problem, focus on the solution. This is an analogy I give. If you were on a train track, I don't know, your car got stuck and you see the train bearing down. Do you stop? Do you sit there and contemplate the train bearing down on you? Or do you, let me get the hell out of this car? You focus on the solution. So focus on, just even take your energy. Don't talk about your job. Don't think about it. Just say, look, okay, what's the solution? And that will really help you because you have the answers. That's what Spirit just told me. So let me put the rebirth card back. Guys, it's a lot of talking. I actually need to drink some water. I'm going to take a little pause. I'm going to close my window because it's getting very cool where I am. I open my window because with the lights, it can make you like start to sweat, and I didn't want to be like sweaty. So I'm going to close my window. Give me 1 minute, and then I'll go on from Shawnetta, who Goddess is saying she's going to drink more water. And she's saying, listen, oh my Lord, I just finished decluttering my closet. You see, and you don't believe that I am intuitive? I am intuitive. Just finished decluttering the closet. What did I even say? I'm like, yeah, you know. So absolutely. So I'll be right back. Close this window. Get some water. All right, beautiful. And I got some water. Thank you, Shawnetta. Because I got up so late, I'm behind on my water consumption, obviously, because I wasn't like hydrating myself while I was laying around on my tushy. So yeah. Glass half full. Your spirit is talking to you. You just have to tune in and listen. But yeah, I love it that you're decluttering your closet. So you see how that is. There is support for us, and we just have to really tune into it. All right. So beautiful. I'm glad that served you, Shawnetta, because yeah, you're in a rebirth. It's happening for you. Change is happening. You've gone through an evolution. You've gone through a revolution. Okay. Choose you. Ready, set, love. Thank you. Ready, set, love. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying she's not exhausted. She absolutely is exhausted. Listen, more and more I've come to realize this. I thought it was me, guys, being exhausted in America. And it really is a lot with Stephanie Perry and all the other women who started talking about burnout and toxic jobs. I mean, I knew I went through a toxic job. I left academia. I left a job for life because it was so horrible. A job for life that I would have had that paid well, I left it because it was so horrible, right? Yeah, hear me on that. There are very few jobs that you have it for life. Maybe some government jobs if you're not. I think that's why Republicans hate government jobs. And academia. Once you pass, you're in. You'd have to do something really bad. And I walked away from it. right? And it has definitely had repercussions, but that toxicity. So I understand glass half full, being exhausted. Um, but it's at some point to just get the energy to make the change you need to, and to believe there's a way out. There's a way out. So beautiful. Yeah. Guys, give a thumbs up while you're here. All right. Shawnetta says, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're in a great look. I mean, look at you in your picture. You're like this. So I think you know, you're feeling it. You're feeling that. So next person I was going to read for was Ready, Set, Love, I believe. And so, because you had said yes, I don't want to pull for anyone who doesn't want. Yeah, Deborah. Okay. All right, Deborah, let me clear everything. Okay. Just need a little moment. Okay, guys. I use a particular crystal. I'm just placing it on there, and then I need to kind of shuffle it just to break the energy. Okay, from the previous person, from that connection. Let me shuffle Osho. Yeah. Who else is here? If you're just joining, I can do one more, I think maybe more. I am doing mini readings with the premise Spirit wants to, how can you manifest what your dreams, your desires, what you're here for, and it's something positive. What do you need to know? And so I've read for 2 or 3 people now. I'm going to do one more here, and then if others, okay, just give me time to shuffle. All right, so now I've shuffled the Traveler's deck. If I'm going to use that, let me shuffle the Tarot. I'm going to do the split, and I like when you do that, when you kind of fan them. So let me do that. All right, and then we will do, there we go. I love that one. When I realized I could do that, I'm like, ooh, I should go to Vegas. Not really. All right, so Deborah, let's all tune in just for Deborah. I can hear Percival like snoring. It's hilarious. He's like, and then that was my phone. That wasn't him. Okay, let's see, Deborah. I don't know. The tarot ended up in my hand, so I think the tarot is what for you. Okay, what is that? Wow. Wow, this is deep. This is the Star card. The Star card is about following your dreams. She got it upside down. This is it right side up. So you are not following your dreams, or you're having some difficulty. You might be ignoring it. Yep. Ready, set, love. What's going on? It's what you're here for. It's a sense of being, I'm going to just read it intuitively to you, being open to the world, right? The figure is nude. Being in the purity of the reason that you manifested on earth at this time, and you're having some difficulty or questioning it, perhaps, right? It's not just you're not following, and you're questioning, you may be unsure. And again, given what I said, the reason of the reading, that's pretty amazing. So she got the Star card, but reversed. So it means the message is, and it can also mean you are currently looking at it. Reversed cards, some readers read it this way. It's like my third choice option is, it can mean the person is looking internally at their dream, so that you are looking at it, but it's more of an internal process, right? It's an internal, what am I here to do? What's going on with my life? So let me know, Ready, Set, Love, how that, and so Deborah, who is Ready, Set, Love, I'm going to pull, I feel either the Traveler's deck can tell us more about why you're not listening to your dreams, or Osho. I'm going to go with the Traveler's deck. So why is Deborah not right on her exact manifestation of her dreams, of her, why she's here? Okay, so let's pull. Okay, this one card wants to come forward. Whoops, I went offline again. All right, guys, looks like I have an unstable grounding. All right. I'm just, because I love it, because it makes sense to me. So Deborah, what you need to do The card says, go deep, explore your roots. Now, when I hear this, I always wonder too, can it be ancestral roots? Can it be your ancestral roots? Let me close something, guys, because I don't know why I have Zoom open. Hold on. Zoom is gobbling up probably a lot of my bandwidth. Quit Zoom. Okay. Okay, that should be a little bit better. You need grounding. But as I said, with this card, I often read it as with your roots, it's saying something about ancestral ties. There may be a need to investigate whether genealogy, again, now I'm just channeling it, whether genealogy, but is a sense that your ancestors, because this is about you not following your dreams, some sort of research or connection with your ancestral lineage is going to help you understand what you're here to do. Okay. And so get grounding on a superficial level, which is not superficial at all. Go out. The card literally is like, go sit with your back to the tree. Do grounding where you take your shoes off. Okay. Ready, set. Deborah, take your shoes off, go outside in your backyard or in a park and feel that you're connecting down into Mother Earth. And then you're getting energy up from Mother Earth. But I'm getting for you that it has something to do with ancestry. Let me know how that resonates with you. So there's something for you. You need to connect in with an ancestral or heal an ancestral issue. And or they also want to help you and support you. So let me see what she says. Okay. Now okay. So this is Ready, Set, Love, who I just pulled for. Okay, here, let me go back. This is great. So the first comment was, I just got out of a bad job recently where I was poorly paid and overworked. Yes, I'm glad you got out. I wasn't in a good position for a couple of weeks and I refused to work in a job that didn't pay me my worth. Okay. Okay. So now what's going on with you? Let me go to your next comment. I've been wanting to start a speaking career. See? Okay, glass half full. I hope you're here. This isn't just you. You see how we're all, everybody, I think, except Shawnetta. Shawnetta has worked through, but so far you're really being given clear advice. And it's saying, yeah, to my question, to spirit, when you do a reading, go in with a question. What do you need to know? And so, yeah, you're not following the dream. Start your speaking career. Speak for free, Deborah. Speak for free. Don't expect to be paid right away. I know if I wanted to speak, I could arrange it. Your library, now it depends. If you're in New York City, no, they're not going to want you to speak. But if you're in a small town or a medium-sized town, find a group, an organization, offer to speak on something you know, yes. So you know what it is. You know what it is. So as I said, my readings are to help you, not just to tell you, okay, do it. So Spirit is saying what it is you need to get more grounded. So are you Spanish speaking? You said to help the Spanish. Are you? So your ancestors are wanting you explore your roots. They're going to, if you do that, you'll be able to manifest. This is for all of us, all of you watching now and in the future. This is true with when you're not going for your dreams. I'm saying this now for myself, actually, as well. Your ancestors are there in the spirit world to guide you. It could be a sense of turning to them, but it could even, like I'm getting for you, it could just be research. There's something, maybe someone else in your line did something similar, did something inspiring that you're supposed to tap into. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, let's keep going. This is great. So she says, I've been really scared to do so because I'm not sure if I'm grounded enough to be the center pillar for this new community I want to build. I see. Well, and she used the same word, if I'm grounded enough. So get grounded. First of all, yeah, get grounded. Get grounded. Let me just, so Deborah, did you could have taken my mindfulness program that would help you get the quiet and the grounding you need. So I would say start meditating, go out in nature, in bare feet, on what I just said, connect in to Mother Earth. Yeah, you need to get more grounded and then you'll get on your path. It's not, yeah, it's just what you're saying. Like, as you get grounded, it's not, are you grounded enough now, but start the process. Start the beautiful process of getting grounded. I'm telling you, meditation, if I even meditate for 5 minutes, guys, because, I teach meditation. It doesn't mean I always do it. But if I literally, even 5 minutes, I pop up and I have ideas, things go more smoothly. This is why I teach it, whether it's chakras or the mindfulness, mindful of the breath and the thoughts. So that's what spirit is telling you. Yeah, you're not quite doing it yet, right? When I see the star reversed, I gave you the other option of where I was like, you're thinking about it, but start to manifest it, get more grounded, do whatever you need to get more grounded. I would also say for you and for anyone watching this, it can be if you have too much sugar or any substance that destabilizes you, stop that, cut that down. But yeah, so you know what your beautiful dream is. You know you want to start speaking, and yeah, you'll start free for at first, absolutely. And a public lecture. My former roommate, she spoke at a public lecture, landed a job with a nonprofit. Yeah. Oh, Shawnetta sharing this. Okay. Yes, I love this. Thank you, Shawnetta, for giving advice. That makes, yeah. So definitely speak for free. Yeah, don't expect people to pay you at first. You want to build up. And if you can, get a friend to film you. Get them to even film just a few minutes, like when you're dynamic, when you're warmed up. Okay. So this is advice for Ready, Set, Love. Let somebody film you, and then you put together a little reel, it's called. You put together, at first, just do the one. To be really honest, you could even talk in somebody's living room. Okay. They don't know that there's only 3 people there listening to you, but that's still a talk, right? So what Shawnetta said, you speak for free at first. I'm saying film it, and you'll have a little clip, and then you never know where that's going to take you. So yeah, start before you're ready. Start before you're ready. Yes, I'm Spanish speaking, Mexican descent. However, I've never been to Mexico. It's a long awaited trip, but I've also been so busy with work and school. Okay, so I feel like that's calling you, yes, to get unbusy and to go. I've been watching a lot of videos about Mexico. I'm not Hispanic, but listen, people are loving Mexico. They are Black folks are loving Mexico. Okay, they're loving your country, and there are certainly people of African descent have been in Mexico, and then, but I'm talking about Americans going, like Black Americans going to Mexico and really feeling just the beauty of the country. Of course, the money works well if you bring American money. But yeah, I'm feeling like that's what it's calling you. Yeah, I nailed that one. It's something grounding in that, in your case, is your ancestors, and you're confirming it when you talked about the speaking Hispanic community. And yeah, so explore your roots. Explore your roots. Nice. And this is spirit is telling you how to get it. You can get it. You just got to do it. Yes, helping, ready, set, love, helping to heal is a beautiful thing. Yes, 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 yes. And listen, if you haven't been to Mexico, that doesn't disqualify you from speaking. But what will help you is, I'm saying you may want to look at my Awaken the Divine Feminine, Ready, Set, Love, because we do connecting with a divine feminine manifestation. It could be Mother Mary, right? That is even in the Catholic Church. It could be Sekhmet, could be Isis, could be anyone. I do that in my Awaken the Divine Feminine. And so the roots, yes, you can go back to Mexico, visit, connect, but you can also do it spiritually, is what I'm trying to say. All right, I'm gonna do one more. Is there anybody else? And if not, I will go. Let's see. So we did glass half full. And I love your comment, glass half full. And did I put up? Yep. Start your speaking career. That's, to me, that is the divine wanting to express through you. Think about it. When we think of, in almost every religion, God, Great Spirit, it's immaterial, it's spiritual, right? But you are the vessel through which what wants to be expressed can happen, right? So that speaking, whatever it is you're going to share, but it needs a human being to manifest this wisdom, to bring it into this 3D reality from the spiritual into our actual reality. So I would say too, I'm getting for you the crystals. Ready, set, love. Do you work with crystals? You might like a smoky quartz or a dark stone, like obsidian. Like obsidian. Yeah. Um, So this is for Ready, Set, Love for Deborah. You might, yeah, crystals might help you get grounded, Hey, Bronxborn. Yes. How now I remember you. I had to see your beautiful photo. Yes. Um, Obsidian or smoky quartz, I think would help you get grounded. Ready, set, love. Um, Lish, you're just coming in. I was doing mini readings and nailed it with Ready, Set, Love. Um, she got a card where I was saying something about your roots, and it's your ancestors in your case, get grounded. And she said she wants to start speaking. She's not comfortable yet, and she wants to go to Mexico, and she wants to take a trip there. So yeah, your ancestors want to connect with you. Hey, Lish. Oh, and she says you do love working with crystals. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, that was coming to me afterwards. Um, it's hard when I can't, like, I need to see the person and everything. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying I've been nailing it, okay, with these mini readings. Come for a reading, guys. More, I think, even better than the readings is the energy clearing. What I'm doing with that energy clearing process, Lish came and Lish wrote me a beautiful testimonial. What I do is the energy, I am able to tune into the energy, kind of feel what's happening for you, activate it. And Lish was one of those who she's like, oh, I absolutely felt something in her chakras. And then I do a mini reading after the energy to give us like some concrete stuff too about what you can do. So yeah, Ready, Set, Love says yeah, thank you. I nailed it. I nailed it. Okay, wait, let me copy a link. And then I'm gonna have to go eat. I think I'm gonna have like a fake meat burger, you guys. Like, I know this is too much information. Okay, and my lights just turned off. Hold on, I'll put it on. Um, yeah, let me put it in here. The link for the energy alchemy session, and this is not the full price that it's going to be. Spirit has said to me it should be, I believe, 250. I believe right now I have it set at 150. I really believe it is helpful. And yeah, Bronx Born Retro says she did it. She's been thinking about it ever since. Wonderful. Hold on. Let me turn my light back on. Lish, I actually had wanted to invite you into the so I do different goddess coaching, and my group, it's already running now, though we had the second session. I had wanted to invite you into the mindfulness 8-week mindfulness course. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So Lish, if you'd like me to pull for you, just put yes in the chat. You're welcome, Glass. And I hear you that you're exhausted. Make sure you're getting your B12 supplement, but Spirit is trying to help you get out of that situation where you're overworked and exhausted. Spirit is always on our side. It's always positive. It's always there to help you. So tune into it. So Lish, you came in. What she got was the high priest, basically the high priestess card reversed, that she was not listening to her own inner voice. She got the inner voice card. She was not listening to it. So yes. So yeah, let me do something, Lish. All right. So let me tune in, first of all. It's hard, this type of reading, because I'm yakking. I've got to keep talking, right? You don't want to see me just sit here and kind of contemplate. But it's inner work, people. It's inner. It's inner. All right, I'm shuffling the Traveler's deck. I'm going to put that down. Then I'm going to clear that. And I'm going to shuffle the Tarot deck. And I'm going to think about Lish. I don't know which deck I want to use. Let me just see. And Lish, I don't know if the reading I gave you, hopefully that has played out. You've been able to actually do some of the stuff. Okay, I got the tarot. All right, so let me tune into Lish. Yeah, I think, you know what? It's my fault. I think I did not put you on my email list, or because I sent out, guys, if you do join my email list, I'll put it after I stop being live, because I do send out like, this is how you can work with me, or I'm doing a sale or whatever. And Lish, the work you do, I just saw you really in the group. We are going to commit to the third session. If you are interested and you want to, and you'd be willing to watch the other two sessions, then, oh, you've been implementing it for sure, and it is slowly unraveling. Yes. Okay. Good. Good. I know you were the work situation was not so great. You had some people, there's always some people, right? But it's a lesson for us. It's a learning for us. So yeah, let me tune in to Lish. Lish, if you're, I, I don't want to say you should come in at the third session. But if you're on my email list, are you on my email list? I pretty much email every week with some news or something. I'm shuffling right now. That's what I'm doing as I tune into Lish. So that's what I'm actually doing. I'm shuffling. Hold on. I'm feeling like it's the tarot for you. What does Lish need to know? So the reading theme of this live session was what do you need to know to start to manifest your dream, to awaken to what your reason here being on the planet. And so I've got the tarot, got the back is facing up, and she gets this card. Okay, so very interesting. I would say you are letting go of being imprisoned, right? This card, the Eight of Swords, is when we're letting our own mind, our own fears imprison us, keep us in a bad situation. Lish, which is Bronx born retro, she got it reversed. So this is really good. This is really good. You are letting go of a helplessness, a sense of, I can't change the situation. So this Eight of Swords, it's one of the cards in tarot that it's good when it's reversed. It's very good when it's reversed. So you're getting some, I would say, mental clarity, but it's just you're letting go of the fears. You're seeing maybe your own mental limitations, restrictions, old blockages that were holding you back, and you're freeing yourself. So that's a very good card. And yes, it says what you just shared with me, right? Where you said it's unraveling. It's unraveling because you're taking back your power. I'm going to pull one more, and it feels like it's the fairy deck. Don't laugh. It's kind of, I don't know. It's what ended up in my hand. So what can she do? What can Lish do to continue to let go of her fears, the mental the mental stuff that's rattling around in her head about the situation, about life, about work, about career. Okay, so let's do the fairies. Fairy deck for Lish. Okay, I don't know. I'm getting, okay. Ah, wow. Okay, so you got this upside down, and I think I see what it is. Ask. So look what it is. Admit your true feelings to yourself, Lish. So she's not, I love this. Do you see how if I had pulled it upright, it's like, yeah, admit your true feelings, but she got it reversed, which tells me she's really not admitting her true feelings. Lish, what are your true feelings about this? It says, be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. I think you told me what you really wanted to do. So Lish, yeah, you're not admitting your true feelings to yourself right now. And that's, you got this card, right? But you're starting to, it feels like you're starting to, but it's like you're extricating yourself from one thing, but you're not yet clear on what it is you truly desire. I think that we as women sometimes have trouble with what we desire, right? So admit your true feelings. What do you really want? What do you really want to see, be, do, have? Only you know what it is that you truly, truly desire. Nobody else, Lish, is going to be able to tell you. I remember feeling you're a very strong and grounded woman, but you may be, different types of people do different things. You may be kind of hiding or cloaking what it is what your true feelings are. Almost out of your strength. You have the strength to kind of like inhibit, because you're a strong person, you can almost like not do what you feel, you know, what you really want to do. You might, maybe you're worried about security. I'm not sure if that's it. It might be a fear of what you really truly desire. You may not feel it's as secure in some way. So yeah, yep. Oh, you are. Okay, good. Yep. Hey. Thank you for saying good morning. Wow, she says, grateful. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So I'm wrapping up, but I was doing many readings. So Segilama Maui, I'm sorry. You might want to go back because sometimes when I do the readings, there's a theme. The theme, the question I was asking Spirit is, what do these goddesses need to know to start to, at this point in time, right? Activate their dreams. So yeah, she says grateful. Yeah, absolutely correct. So yeah, admit your true feelings. My sense is, I mean, you, so maybe about your job, where you want to go, what you want to do, admit those true feelings. It doesn't mean you have to, goddess, it doesn't mean you have to necessarily act on them, but the card is telling you to at least admit them. Once you admit them, maybe you can figure out how to do the changes you want, right? How to, but first you have to admit them. You can't make the changes until you're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this. I don't, whatever it is, right? And then once you let yourself feel that, as you know, as someone like with your background, right? I feel like social work, I know that might not be exactly, but I feel like it was social work and, helping, certainly helping professions, but it might have been social work is how I remembered it, what you did, what your career was. That first, that admission is from there, you can look at your options. There may be multiple options, right? I'm kidding. Yeah, there may be multiple options for you, multiple paths for you that you could take, but you have to first admit what you truly feel. Otherwise, those options will um, maybe not exist, will close. So yeah, notice your fears, notice your doubts, about what you can do is my sense. Yeah, and I really am getting that might be security for you, security issues. You're concerned about security. Um, Thank you so much. I have some work to do. Appreciate you. That's the plan for quarter 4. Yes, which is coming so fast. And public health, exactly. And I mean, you did share some of what you wanted to do. So yeah, you know, widen. I think the planet is evolving so quickly. Um, Many of us who came here to be helpers at this time on the planet, right? Yep, and public health. Yeah, at this time on the planet. Um, it's the time to step forward. And I'm going to share this is how I'll wrap up. There is this concept, you guys. Some of you may not like this. I don't know your spiritual or religious background, but many of us may have been persecuted in past lives for being healers. Let me know what you think about that, so that you may have been literally killed, hurt, hung, burned at a stake because you were a healer. You could, sorry about that, you could give herbs, you could heal. Maybe you were a mystic, like myself. I call myself a mystic now. I think it fits me. Here's why I like the word mystic for me. Um, it is non like denominational. It's like the word spiritual. But I think it's more into the, like, yeah, you want to connect directly. So a mystic wants to have a direct relationship with the divine. So many of you watching this, I'm feeling shared to, so you may have had other lives where you were hurt. Um, and I don't know if you heard this part. It was when I went offline, I had to come back. You may have been hurt or killed for your, oh, thank you, for your gifts. What that does now is then this life, you have subconscious fears that that can happen again, right? Maybe you were in past times, it was the times where people were so one specific religion and you had capacities that didn't fit in their religious belief. And so they're like, oh, yeah, she's a witch or she's evil or something like that. Um, and this is as the times change from when it was more matriarchal and more truly open and spiritual to where some religions kind of locked down on that and said that only you had to go through the hierarchy to get to God. right? You had to do it this way. And in fact, maybe women were unclean or, just they couldn't be the priestesses that they were originally, where the goddesses were removed, right, from the pantheon in some cultures because we all aren't necessarily show the past life cultures we've been. You've been born in many different places. You've lived many, many, many different lives. And so I'm just being called to share that now. So you might have a fear for all of you who are watching, because it was about how do you manifest your dream, your desires, what you're here for, really, your calling. But if you have the fear from past lives of being literally killed, that will hold you back. You'll feel unsteady. You'll feel insecure. You might have fears about allowing people to pay you. And even in past times, don't you think the priestesses, they were paid? Whether it was through giving them housing, right? And food, that's payment. So any healer, maybe they were given chickens or goat milk or cow's milk. But when somebody healed you, or they were supported by the community. So if you are such a person, you're here in this really a desperate time on the planet. I do think it is. I do think there are greater forces fighting also for control of the planet, good and evil. And so yeah, you might feel reluctant or feel unable to shine your light out because of this fear of persecution, this fear of persecution complex. Right, or condescending. Oh, so let me go back up. Yes, yes. Here, let's go back up. You might be hitting on something here, even in current times when people take your healing powers as you trying to control them. Yes, a real quick example that's not even spiritual. That's not even spiritual-ish is, remember when Michelle Obama, right? There's always like that garden. There's been that garden, I think, historically. And the thing she was focused on is let's kind of get the food healthier in the public schools. People viciously attacked her, and I was like, she's trying to say eat healthier. How is that? I saw and read videos where people are like freaking out that she's trying to tell them what to do and what to eat. And they acted like the woman was trying to kill them. She's like, garden, get your fresh food. Any other, now I don't know, but because people like, yeah, when you try to help, some people are not ready. So it's true. So to me, it's not even a spiritual example. It is an example of her, because to me, that is a spiritual awareness. It's not super woo woo that, yeah, why don't you eat some fresher food that's real, that doesn't have poison in it, synthetics, plastics, hormones. And she got blasted, right? I don't know, trying to tell me what to do. I eat what I want. And probably from people from all walks of life, we're not happy with that, and it's so yeah, you can't, I think of great spiritual teachers almost always in their lives, somebody tried to kill them, literally take them out, poison them, kill them, or did, right? Because the truths they were spreading, and often it was about love, right? Be more loving, be more kind, be humble. We're all connected, and then somebody be angry at them and try to end their life for sharing that. And this is all different. It's not just in Christianity. There would be people who don't like the message. They don't like the message. They don't want peace. They don't want unity. They don't want harmony. That is not their energy. Their energy is conflict, death, destruction. So, yeah. Well, it was really nice to be with you guys. I am going to go have a fake meat burger, which is not exactly the very best because it's still prepackaged, but I'm going to have, what is it? The Beyond Meat, the one that really does taste like meat. Now, another friend of mine who's not vegetarian, I was talking to her, interestingly enough, and she's like, yeah, I don't like it. I like one that tastes like a veggie burger. And I'm like, I thought you would like the one that tastes more like meat. She's like, no, I really like the one that just tastes like a bunch of vegetables mushed together and black beans. I'm like, yeah, I like them both. I like them both. Thank you. Thanks, Liz. So it was really nice to be here with you. As the numbers go up after I've been live for an hour and 15 minutes, I'm like, talking nonstop, doing readings nonstop. I hope this served you. Yes, Ready, Set, Love. I am so excited for you. I really believe, I mean, maybe it's naive, but I think the fact that you feel you are to be a speaker, you are to be a speaker. So Lish, you missed it. Ready, Set, Love. Yeah, you might have missed it. It's going to be a speaker. Yes, and I know you saw me hold. I had the two passports. Oh my God, they're the same. They're like the same size and everything, but the American one is like plastic. The first like you could crack it. And I'm like, great. I'm gonna crack my. You think, oh, bend or tear. No, it's like a hard plastic. I'm like, great. So now I got to watch for not cracking my passport, right? Um, I am already trying to plan my trip. Maybe the next video I'll pre-record it. I'll show you little apartments I'm looking at on Airbnb. I don't know if that's illegal. Probably not. I mean, I'd be promoting Airbnb, right? I'll show you. I am looking to hit Venice and Florence because I did get a grant. I got money to pay the airfare portion to do some art research. And so I need to go back to Venice and Florence. And then I also am wanting to go to Sardinia, which is a beautiful island, almost like a Caribbean island. It's famous for the beaches. Sardinia is, it's part of Italy. Um, but I'm really feeling drawn there. They have some ruins that I'm drawn to. I know. It's not just me. Okay. The world, what is it? UNESCO. UNESCO has named these particular ruins like World Heritage sites. Um, it's not clear. They're saying they're burial sites, but I think they were also religious, spiritual sites for worship. They were worship sites as well. Because I mean, we're talking Neolithic, which is like it's, 10,000 years ago. It's a long time ago. And so we'll see. It's looking more expensive than I thought, even though this is the time of year that it's cheapest to go to Europe. I'm trying to also go before Christmas. Because again, I think people with, a lot of money may go around Christmas time. Um, but I kind of have between now and like January is the grant. I'm supposed to use it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. See, you apply for something, you'll get it. You'll get it. There's stuff out there. So I'm going to take you guys with me. My only thing is it's my broke ass phone. Um, Actually, the phone camera is better than this camera. So yeah, I don't see myself buying like a full big camera. One, because I really am a minimalist. I don't like a lot of bulk, but I'm going to take you with me. Okay. If it's a bad Airbnb, you're going to be in the bad Airbnb with me, complaining about whatever it is. I don't know if I think some museums may not want you to film within. I'm not sure, but I will continue. I'm really excited about it. And maybe I'll talk more about manifesting. And like I always say, though, I'm not going to become a travel channel. There's so many beautiful travel channels and, relocation. I don't think I'm ever going to not be talking about the spiritual. What I might do though, let me know if you would be interested in this, is I do want to talk to women. I'll probably talk to all different types of women, but also primarily Black women who relocated maybe in their 50s and 60s. Let me know if you're interested in that and how their mental health is doing and how their spirituality. So that'll be my angle. Yes, I'm going to take you with me, please. I can't not film videos for that long. And plus, this has been something I've really wanted to do. So I want to share with you. And also for some of you, maybe I will be inspirational, and to give like Stephanie Perry credit and Rashida. I have to be honest with you. I've always wanted to live abroad, like at least since my 30s, 40s onward. But seeing them doing it, and the internet needed to develop. It needed to develop because I'm like, how the hell am I going to move to a foreign country? I don't speak the language. What am I? I'm going to be a waitress? What am I going to be? Right? So I do want to take you with me because I think it's close enough to what my channel is about, which is about creating your best life, holistic, healthy, spiritual, right? Holistic, healthy, spiritual. So I don't think it's totally off of it. And I'll show you, God goddess willing, like when I feel like there's a masculine, feminine energy as the divine. Um, I want to take you with me. Yeah, I'm gonna take you with me. Hey, Donna. Well, I was late. I said I was going to come on at 2:30. I came on at 3:45. So I don't know how many people I missed because I literally yesterday when I was holding up my two passports, Jamaica and America, I was like, yeah, 2:30. So that was a lie. That was a lie. I overslept. I overslept. Yeah. And like I said, it's always been something. It's not like just seeing Rashida and Stephanie. I'm like, oh, I'm going to move because I think for some people it is, and moving may not be right for them. But I have always been a vagabond. I've always moved, you guys, within America. My dear friend, like my closest friends would be like, this is when people would write addresses. They're like, Viv, my God, you moved again. I don't have your new address. I have. And then they'll tell me an address. I'm like, oh, that's like 2 years old. Because they keep crossing it out, white it out. Okay, back in the day, we're talking old school, and put the new address. So I've always had a bit of a vagabond in me. I was going to do van life until, and I will say it again, I just felt the country was getting too racist and too scary for me as a Black woman to be traveling around in a van by myself. I wasn't feeling safe enough. And I had white people telling me, don't do it. It's not safe. So if people who are not even Black are like, yeah, there's enough crazies, like they know enough people with enough hatred, they're just like, yeah, you should not be out by yourself. We love you. We care about you. We don't think you should be out in a van by yourself, given the climate in America. So that hurt me because I really wanted to do it, you guys. I like living in small spaces. Really did want to do the van life. Started to buy things to do van life. I even got a minivan I was going to do it out of. Um, so, um, the abroad thing is not a new idea for me. It's something I've wanted. So I want to show women of a certain age that you can do it, the struggles. And we'll see. For me, um, it may be half of the year. I don't know. I don't know, but I am worried about the way things are going in the country. I'm worried about you know what? I'm going to make another video about this, not to fearmonger at all, but about sort of what may be causing some of the energetic conflicts that we're basically experiencing. Just to talk briefly about that, I may make a separate video about that. And so I do think it's wise to think about one's safety. I do think it's wise to think about our safety, specifically Black women and women of color, especially, and anyone else who feels that they might be under fire. And again, it's not that one administration, but in fact, when people say, "Oh, what the president does doesn't affect," that's not true because I feel like with one administration, which I won't name, I saw things really get where ugliness was allowed, where hatred was allowed to be voiced, right? Um, where stereotyping, beyond certain, just straight up hatred was allowed to be voiced, and then that made other people comfortable with it. And so, yeah, I worry for America, as a nation, especially because I came here as an immigrant. So I'll share more about it in the next video, but going to Italy, believe it or not, it also connects in with the theme of immigration in my artwork. And that is what I got the funding for. So I'll share more with you as we go on. So anyway, yeah, I'm trying to keep a high vibration. I can't watch too much about the different catastrophes, the different trying to stay with sending them prayers, and having a positive impact on those I interact with, and also trying to keep my joy. I'll close with this. I think our joy is our power. Can you stay either joy or calm? Actually, peace. Peace is power is a phrase that was shown to me. Peace is power. Peace is a power. To stay peaceful despite all the chaotic events on all levels that are going on. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that there's a very cute Thai series on Netflix called Ready, Set, Love? Oh, okay. That's good. I didn't know. To Ready, Set, Love, probably. Probably that. I'm going to check that out. If I can put it in Italian, because one of the ways I'm learning a foreign language, any of you, if you're learning Spanish or whatever you're learning, a lot is watching films. And so Netflix, what I love about Netflix is you can, on many things, put it in a dub it. You can hear it in a foreign language. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know if she's still here to see. Hey, Allison. So Allison, I've been live for an hour and a half. I'm going to go. And if you want to watch from the beginning, because for me also, I'll watch lives. If they're recent, I'll watch them from the beginning, even though I miss being live. Yeah. Oh, it's a good show. Yes, I did know. It's a good show. Okay, I'm going to check it out, guys. Ready, Set, Love, and it's Thai. Okay, so English subtitles, but maybe if they've dubbed it in Italian, which would be like hilarious, right? I can watch it, and actually there's a way where I can get the dual English Italian if possible. So thank you for that, Glass Half Full. Netflix. My peeps. All right. Ciao, and I'll see you again soon. Probably a new video Thursday. And let me know in the comments, in the chat. And don't forget to give a thumbs up on your way out as the numbers are going up. Give a thumbs up. Let YouTube know you liked it. They'll show it to more people. You just left Exodus Summit. Yes. I didn't think it finished that early, Allison. Did it finish that early? Okay. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. I know you're going to get value out of that. I am literally working on my Exodus. So I was like, I don't have time for Exodus Summit. And I also taught my meditation class yesterday, Allison. So yeah, but Exodus Summit. Oh no, I know it's not. Oh, it's not finished yet. And isn't it tomorrow, Allison, too? Is it Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Because I remember Stephanie saying something about take the day off, call in or something like that. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I truly hope to be part of the summit next year. I did get an invite to propose something and I messed up. I did not come up with anything. So God bless them. I hope Stephanie will send it to me again. Okay. It was like, do you want to present? And I have to tell you, someone who is in Rashida's program from Burnout to Bliss is also taking meditation with me. And she said, oh, Viv, if you could have taught this. And what I did was I led a long, intensive meditation. And she says to me, I was like, yeah, I should have applied to lead it at Exodus Summit with the theme that when we're getting ready to do any big transition as women, we get very scared, right? I know I get scared. You get scared because you're going to do a change. And so that would kind of be how I would lead the relaxation and to de-stress your whole body, de-armor your whole body so you can make this change, right? So I should have done that for Exodus Summit, should have proposed it. I didn't have the idea. I'm like, oh, I haven't done my Exodus yet, so I can't, which didn't make sense. I really felt like, oh, I needed to have moved abroad or done the process, but I see now that that didn't make sense. So I think I was just scared. So hopefully next year, hopefully I'll get the invite again and can apply and, maybe be there. So yeah, Donna, sending love and blessings. Allison, Ready, Set, Love. BB, Lish, new bankroll. Okay. Yes, no, I remember that name from before. Okay, new bankroll. Love you guys. It was nice being with you. My little introvert heart is warmed. I am gonna go chill out now, clean up if I'm gonna Airbnb my place, uh, to cover while I'm traveling. Then I need to like organize and make it pretty. So talk to you soon. Bye for now.